Okay, welcome to Game Chat, where Alan and I talk about the latest game news and all the other cool things that have to do with gaming. This week in our news section, let's see here, we have Steam is officially launching on a system, but that is not by Valve. Microsoft is maybe bringing all their games to PS5, analysts say. Black Ops 6 is having a crossover with Squid Games. Net neutrality is dead again. Maybe. And then Dino Crisis has got a rebirth. Red Dead Redemption is not dead yet. They're pulling out a third one. And Nintendo gamers have a quite surprise. Well, basically Nintendo Music. They've added Nintendo Music, which I haven't played yet. And also the Switch 2. We got a bunch of news about that. And there's going to be a new Microsoft handheld. And all that and more on this episode of Game Chat. So sit back and enjoy, because Game Chat starts now. Hey Alan, how's it going?
It's going awesome, Darren. How are you?
Hanging in there, survived the holidays.
We made it through.
We made it through. A lot worse than you think. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it.
It was a fun holiday. Just expensive.
Fun, but both of them were rough. Literally rough. I had rough. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not going to go there. It's not appropriate for the show. So, anyways, I've heard esports is kicking up soon, and we're
esports is kicking back up. I think the last time we talked, we had won the state championship.
Not yet, but I'm just going to say congratulations on the state championship in the fall.
Fall championship for Rocket League esports. Happy about that.
Against CVU, which you thought last time I heard that you guys didn't even think of it. You might be not even doing it.
Yeah, no, it was, we started off, we signed up for the VPA League. When the league actually got going, they put us into the Eastern region, which is all across the Eastern Seaboard schools. And then at the end of the season, they said, oh, actually, we'll make a VPA playoffs, and we were in it. So I'm still kind of mystified how they came to those conclusions, but in the end, we got a state title, so I'm not too worried about it.
State title, and then who knows, national title.
We'll see. We'll see. These kids are doing great, though. They're having
they were excellent last year.
Yep. They're kicking butt. The Smash Brothers kids are coming back with a vengeance. Ben and Troy, and I haven't seen Aiden yet, but Monday was the first day back since the Christmas break, so we'll see. I think we've got a really, really strong crew coming together for the spring season. And end of this month, end of January is when the preseason starts. So I think we're looking at early to mid February official week 1 games. But until then, it's just practice.
We'll keep going, and I will always be the announcer.
Yep,
right here behind me. So, let's move on to the games we've been playing. Well, it's official. We know when holidays come out. We got a whole bunch of new games. And I haven't stopped playing Game Pass since. Well, let's see. We'll start off with Microsoft Flight. That's all I need to say about that. The new one, that's all I need to say about. With all we're going to say about that. Because, it sucked.
Yeah, it's been a rough launch.
It really rough. It graphic-wise, it sucks. I mean, not graphic-wise, like you guys are thinking wise, as in the mouse controls on it. They need to find a way to turn down sensitivity of the mouse, and I have gone in there and tried it myself. I cannot find this anywhere. They have completely screwed up even the options.
Yeah.
Because it's, you go, okay, we'll go to mouse, sensitivity. You're like, where the hell is this? Where is is this? You know, it's all screwed up. I mean, they don't have it categorized like any other game.
Yeah.
The walk around looks great, but the problem is now that you can't do it. I've tried several times to land someplace else, get out. It won't let me get out.
Yeah.
It won't let me out. That's the cons, and the flight controls are with a yoke or anything like that are shit.
Really?
They're garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, you really have to hold that yoke back to keep her from nosediving or controlling it. I mean, I could do just to keep that thing from nosediving, and it was just a simple, aircraft that I've known that I can normally fly normally. It's just basically bugs, and I've heard a lot of critics are saying the same thing I'm saying, that they should have waited.
Yeah.
They launched it too soon.
Yep. Give it another year.
Yeah, they launched it too soon, and one of them, they're saying that really they didn't need to do this. All they needed to do was launch a patch, put a patch in, but the problem is with that is the base game for 2020 was already up to 6 terabytes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Already up
it's
to
just
6
massive. Yeah.
And the game alone is 250 gigs, or like almost a half a terabyte for 2024.
Yep.
So I mean, yeah, it's a massive game. But I loved career mode. It was fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's neat, yeah, but it's going to get boring after a while.
I'm looking at an article real quick about just the grind, and a big issue is the controls and being stuck for having to walk around for some of the modes.
Yeah. Because and basically the complaints that I have.
Yeah.
Basically the same complaints I have from somebody who's basically has played 2020 nonstop.
Yeah.
That's all I play. I play ATS and Flight Sim. I've played it nonstop. I mean, I know how to. I'm amateur when it comes to that stuff. I mean, I know the ins and outs of 2020.
Yeah.
But when I went to 2024, I'm like, what the hell?
It feels like there's so many more. It feels like there's a lot more variety in 2024, but it plays worse.
Yeah.
So it's
It's worse. It's the worst game, and like I said, it just needed. They didn't really need this right now. Like yay, we updating. Yeah, well, you could put it on a 2020 patch. You could have worked it into 2020.
Yep.
And still have the same game as 2024.
Yep.
But they think what we're trying to do is like, hey, we need a new game.
Yeah.
Let's make one.
Yep.
I'm like, no.
No,
you don't need one.
Nope.
So anyways, that, and then I've been playing COD and getting back in. I've never really played COD.
Yeah.
Black Ops 6.
I played a couple rounds of zombies. In the past month. That was a good time.
It was a good time. I've never played COD. I've never ever touched, because I'm a PC. I mean, PCer. For one, I'm a PCer. Two, all my life I was a PlayStation kid.
Yep.
A person, because I've never liked Microsoft.
Yeah.
For Xbox games. I always thought PlayStations were better and everything.
Yeah.
So I've never played COD. And then when I got into Microsoft, the COD that I played was Modern Warfare online. And he's chuckling because he knows what it's like.
I remember those days.
He knows what it's like to play that, the sweats and getting killed.
It was kind of the Wild West of internet online gaming back then.
And that turned me off. That completely turned me off to playing COD. But when I got into Black Ops 6 and started playing the campaign, I'm like, ooh, now I want to play Black Ops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I want to keep going the way of the campaign.
Yep.
And by the way, there is going to be a campaign 7, and I know how it ends. But zombies now are what my friends and I are playing
Yep.
now. We're playing zombies, and it's tedious, but that's going to get boring after a while too. It's just the same map over and over.
Yeah.
But no, but I highly recommend it. We're going to talk more about it later. But yeah, and then of course the good old Fortnite. But I haven't played lately. I haven't been playing much of Fortnite. So
Yeah, I've played a little Fortnite. You've got Vazey Royale is still one of our top shows here at Northwest Access Television. It's been going fun. They've got some relatively new updates.
Winterfest is over with, so now
Winterfest is over with. I don't think I've played it since Winterfest has been done.
I haven't touched it since I got all my presents.
Yeah, but
okay, I'm done.
It's still fun. It's still a fun. The mechanics of that game are so good that the ebb and flow of how fun it is, and if it gets old quick or not, it kind of just wait a day. It's just going to change on you.
Yeah, wait a couple days. Just get tired of it. Wait a couple days.
But the base of the game is still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The bones of it are fantastic, and then the fun gets multiplied or divided depending on how they're tweaking that base game.
Yeah, I mean it's just like the new maps coming out and whatnot. So yeah, it's going to be kind of fun. That's it. And also I'm back in playing, I got myself for Christmas Red Dead 1 and 2.
Nice.
They had a bundle pack
Yep.
for $40
That's awesome. That's a good deal.
for 1 and 2. So I've been trying to beat 2. I'm
Yeah.
busy right now beating 2 the storyline on 2.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite games for the story. It's Red
Yeah.
Dead 1 and 2. I think the story for 1 is better than 2, but that's just me.
Yeah. And we'll get into it where they're making a third one, but
Yep.
hey,
Yeah, well, there might be a little while, but
might be a little while. But
it-
also I also read that there's a fan base mod. They're going to expand the map onto
Why not?
take maybe it's further north or I think it's further north.
Yep, I can see that.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I've pretty much been playing Grand Theft Auto, been playing some Madden just because of football season. I've been getting back into Grand Theft Auto because I'm so ready for any other bit of news about Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah.
We had the one teaser trailer over a year ago, and not even a single screenshot or anything since, and it's just
Oh no, it's plastered all over gaming news about GTA 6 and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we're gonna get it, we're gonna get it. No, we're gonna be 2006. No, we're gonna get it this year. No, we're getting it.
yeah. Well,
Make up your mind. When are we getting it?
yeah. Let me see what I can find here.
We'll move on into.
I got a story here of the 2025 release date has been reaffirmed following delay reports. There was one quote I wanted to find that I don't know if I can. It was one of the CEOs who was making a mention of the fact that they are very much aware of the feedback from gamers.
Yeah.
In terms of what they're doing in here. And he has said that, I think it's the CEO or one of the head honchos at Rockstar. He's played the game and he's seen it. He can't wait. He thinks it's going to blow everybody away, but also doesn't want to put it out until it's ready.
Put it out now.
Yeah,
if he likes it, put it out now.
I'm sure.
But
they
the
have an
problem is,
entire itinerary
if
of
you
how
put
they're
it out
gonna handle
now, you're going to end up being like Microsoft Flight.
Well, that's the thing, right? I mean, you could. No Man's Sky is a great example of this in terms of a game that had a lot of hype. It came out. It did not meet expectations,
Or
mechanically or graphically or otherwise. But then over time, they
dinosaur game that recently came out.
Ark.
No, from Mike. It was Experimental or something.
Exoprimal. That's what it is,
Exoprimal.
yeah. Yep. So I mean, you could wait forever for the game to be perfect, right? I mean, it's never gonna be
No.
perfect.
And that's the fine line between that gaming companies have to make.
Yep.
Like they taught me in graphic design. is to know when to walk away.
To know when you're done. Yeah.
Know when to walk
absolutely.
away. Because the more you touch it, the more you're going to F it up.
Yep. Yep.
So walk away. If it works, it works. If it don't,
Yep.
fix it.
Yeah.
You can fix it later in post.
If it works, but you don't like it, fix it later. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
It's like they say, it's the old toss it up against the wall, and if it sticks, it sticks. If it don't, figure out why it don't stick.
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah, but if he's saying that he likes it, even the CEO likes it, might as well just release it and see what happens.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? What the hell are you going to do? Rockstar, you still have the #1 video game out there between GTA 5. You still got GTA 5 to back you up on.
And that's the
and
thing,
GTA
it's like-
Online to back you up
They're
on,
making
shut it down.
I'm wondering, my bet is that they're having a tough time figuring out how to convert everybody from that GTA Online to a new GTA Online. Because they're going to have to sustain 2 servers. Which, if you remember GTA Online in the beginning, they could barely sustain anything.
Yeah.
When GTA Online first came out, I don't know if you remember it, but it was awful.
It was awful.
Gobbled. It was
GTA
garbage. You
4
couldn't log
was-
in. You would just sit there in the Skyview screen for hours and hours. You try to jump into a mission, nothing would happen.
They still does it.
And that's so.
sometimes.
Think about them trying to manage, the GTA 5 world and the GTA 6 online world at the same time. I bet they're looking to do some sort of
They're gonna
very
do-
hard. We're going to shut this down as soon as this comes on, kind of thing.
Yeah, they're
So I
going to
don't-
do is a kind of what they call a crossover event.
That makes sense. Absolutely, something like Fortnite's done plenty of times.
Yeah.
To introduce a new map.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
a crossover, do 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Have a download online on their server that you can have GTA 6 map.
Yep.
But it's on GTA 5 server.
Yep.
And then do it for about, say 6 months to a year. To get everybody used to the map,
Yep.
and then shut down 5.
That's a good.
And then and then keep 6 going, and then
Yep.
put everything on 6
Yep.
as an update, but a slow update. Do add.
And let people know, because the other thing too is, I'm sure people are going to be like, I have spent billions of dollars in GTA Online stuff. Is all that stuff going to disappear? Am I going to lose all that?
And let it be transferred
It's all
over to
gonna
6.
Progress over in some
Let it
capacity.
slowly work its way over. That way, it doesn't dive bomb the server or
I think if you've got-
slug the server down.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea. If you were basically to keep the GTA Online as it is now, but just add in on each server the map of GTA 6, which would be a lot of work, but still, I think that's sounds like it might actually be able to work. And to where you
Not
can,
really from somebody. This is coming from somebody that has run their own.
and if you can just move from this to this, you could just do something to say like, oh, your character's got to skip town. They can't be in San Andreas anymore, or Los Santos. So now you're over in Leonida.
Yeah.
It'll take us a while to sell all your cars and houses and stuff from over here and get you the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that might be.
No,
I
what
think
they'll
I'm thinking
probably
ahead of
do
how
is,
they're going to set this up.
if they do set it up, is probably they're just going to do, because it's not really that hard.
Yeah.
All they got to do is just say, plop, new map.
Yeah.
GTA 5 or GTA Online with new map.
Yep.
And
Yeah. But it's
download
actually,
the map, but it's
the
actually
beginning
GTA
of GTA 6 online.
Yeah. And then they'll slowly work, add, because they took about 5M, and I'm still to this day trying to figure out what the hell do they need 5M
I'm
for?
really curious about that as well. I want to say,
Because-
I think they're going to build in mod support for your own servers through. I think if you want to buy a server, Rockstar's going to get that money as opposed to a third-party company. Now,
Instead of Zap hosting,
Yep.
instead of all these other, that's a good idea. But the problem is, being Rockstar, they're probably going to charge you an arm and a leg to run your own server.
who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Or
You might
who knows?
maybe it's you need the Rockstar Plus subscription or whatever it is that they do.
Or yeah, there you
You know
go.
what I
You
mean?
use Rockstar Plus to
Include
get
it,
your
and
own
you
server.
Get your own server or whatever price off of a server or something. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Run your own server, and trust me, I've done it.
Yeah.
It's fun, but it's a 40-hour
It's a
week
lot of work.
job
Yeah. Yep.
to run your own
Yeah,
server.
no, I've been I've been diving in just because I really want to get a good sense of where GTA is at now for when GTA 6 finally drops and all that stuff, and kind of see the differences. It's just incredible to me how far GTA Online has come from the beginning
yeah.
days to the amount of content they had then to now is just it's mind blowing. The thing you could spend your whole time
You
just
can
running
thank
an
us
auto
PCers
shop
for
over
that.
yeah, I mean, I'd say so because it's kept the community alive, kept the
Yeah.
game alive, and let
Yeah.
Rockstar keep investing into it, which in turn has clearly paid
You can
off.
thank
for it.
us PCers, us 5Mers.
Yep. Yeah.
that one.
Well, in that sense, I'll blame you guys for not sticking to Red Dead Redemption 2 when they already killed that, the Red Dead Online.
Well, no, that is a whole, okay,
That's a different story.
that's a different story because
They
what
gave
happened
up
to,
on that game real fast.
and it's because
They were working on GTA 6.
they did that too, but also because on GTA Online, there was way too many sweats.
Yeah.
Way too many idiots on that line, on that game,
Yeah.
that the ones that were these people like us, they're just getting on just to play,
Yeah.
left. Because we were
Yeah.
getting sick and tired,
Of the griefers. And they didn't do anything about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
of people hacking it, people being complete asshole, pardon my French, but complete assholes on there. Because I was on there for like 30 minutes and just getting killed 5 minutes,
Yeah,
5 minutes in the game.
just being griefed completely, and I feel like it took.
Meanwhile, I wasn't even doing anything about it.
Yeah.
I wasn't there to play. I was there to do missions. I was
Yeah,
there
yeah.
just to play the game.
Yeah, I think it took GTA a
And-
long time to figure out how to
But
counter
this
people
is-
who were griefers in that sense.
This what happened to ATS multiplayer, that game that they had. The people who ran it got so tired of people doing this, they shut it down for 2 or 3 years, just get people off.
Yep.
And then they started bringing it back.
Yep.
Then they turned it back on, and now it's a competition to ATS, but the problem is ATS now has their own multiplayer built in.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
you can't do it anymore. But yeah, that's what's going to probably happen, needs to happen to Red Dead
Yeah.
Online, is just shut it off, let the sweats go away,
Yep.
die off,
Yep.
literally die off,
Yep. Bring it back and then.
bring it back, and then this time put restrictions,
Yeah.
tighter restrictions onto it, like Epic, like Microsoft does with COD and Fortnite,
Yeah.
and obey them.
I think it's more of people just exploiting glitches, not so much exploiting glitches in the game, but like there's nothing to stop somebody in GTA from going around and just shooting at everybody, right?
No.
Well, there kind of is in the sense that
5M there is.
You're gonna get the higher rating for your crazy meter or whatever
Yeah.
it is. You're gonna be losing all that ammo and the money on that. Every time you die, you're losing money, blowing up people's personal cars. So there is some like
Penalty.
deterrent
Yeah.
to being a griefer in that sense. Red Dead Online doesn't have any deterrence like that
No.
from being like it does. It's not.
But with 5M, you're the administrator.
Yeah, you're the one in charge.
You're the one in charge,
Yep.
and if you see that somebody's doing that, you can ban them.
Yep.
You can kick them off your server for
Forever.
30 days
Yeah.
or forever.
Yep.
Permanent ban. There's been times where I've only had to permanent ban one person off my server because he was being an absolute jerk.
Yeah, it
But
happens.
it happens. So, yeah, get off of that tangent.
But yeah, we're both very excited for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yes, we are very excited for Grand Theft Auto 6, and we can't wait.
Yep.
Talk about Grand Theft. Oh, I just gave away. I might as well just move on to this one then. This is moving on to the trivia.
Yep.
Which PS platform released in 1996 has you playing a total Tuller character as a marsupial prone to mayhem who captured and mutilated by Dr. Neocortex? And it will give you a big hint, it was PlayStation's version of a Nintendo go-kart game.
Mm-hmm.
So, so we'll give you the answer at the end of the show. All right, let's move on to the actual news stories, even though we've been talking about, chit-chatting about news. News, SteamOS is officially launching on a system that is not by Valve, which sounds like they are going to be moving to the newly announced Levio Legend, GOS, is a first third-party handheld gaming PC shipped to Valve Steam operating system. Steam OS is formally available on Steam Deck, starting with Levino Legend. Finally expands operating system to diverse devices by other manufacturers. Although the Steam Deck faces stiff competition from newer, more powerful gaming handhelds like Asus, AliX, MSI, and a whole bunch more, the Valve system has always been an ace up its sleeve, where other handhelds rely on Windows, which isn't optimized for usage in portable form. So in other words, they're updating the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is the Linux-based OS operating system, offers much smoother console user experience, which is Steam OS is one of Steam. So they're moving it over to another operating system
Another company's operating system?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which offers much smoother console, because if it was Linux, which means is basically you can put it on anything.
Yeah.
Linux.
Yep.
For those who don't know what Linux is a geek version of an operating system.
Yeah, it's very open source, and you can do quite a bit. It's very manipulatable.
Yeah.
Manipulable.
I've tried it once. I just couldn't figure out how to run it anything.
Yeah, it's like learning a different language, kind of.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as trying to figure out going from Windows to a Mac, There's similarities and differences, But it's, at the end of the day, that's just the engine that's running kind of the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Well, from somebody who's ran Mac and at Windows, I pretty much, it's if you know what you're doing, the basics.
The basics are always the same.
Same
thing I've had with Linux, but it's definitely got a little
Linux
more.
is a little more harder to figure out with.
Yeah.
It's
not as user-friendly.
Yeah, Macs are a little more user-friendly when you're going from Windows to Mac, and Mac to Windows. You're going to have a learning curve, but that learning curve is small.
Yeah.
Like, instead of an X, you hit the red button
This
instead.
is here, not there. Yeah.
This is over here now.
Yep.
And this goes here. Oh, this is what this is. You just got to relearn where everything is.
Yep.
On Linux, it's like, how do you turn a game? How do you play a game?
How do you turn this on?
Like, how do you play a game?
Go to terminal. I'm like, hey, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you play this now? But they are cheaper than Windows and everything. It's gaming PC handheld, so they're moving over to PC.
Yeah.
And then I got a picture of Lenovo's Legion GOS handheld gaming PC detail. So basically, they're putting it on a non-Steam Deck, putting it onto basically on like a little handheld, non-Steam Deck handheld. So
I think it's the same thing as when they started putting like Android phones were being made by people other than Samsung.
Yeah,
because it was just a Samsung program.
yeah.
But,
Anyways, yeah, so like you said, and Android does this too. So getting to the point now where Android is not just for Samsung, it's
yeah, it's
everything.
yeah. It's just it's the software on the inside at
Yeah.
this point. Yep.
all right, move pretty much at this point. All right, Microsoft may be bringing all their big games to PS5, analysis says, in 2025. Could be the year that Microsoft goes all in as a multi-platform strategy and video game. A video game analyst has said. Whee! We knew this was coming. We've been reading this between the lines.
All you need to do is get Game Pass on another console. They've talked about having Xbox on Nintendo Switch quite a while. So.
Yeah, so according to veteran video game industry analysis, 2025 could be the year that Microsoft goes all in and brings Xbox games to other platforms, including PS5. Microsoft, of course, has already been launched some games on their rival platforms, but Sinkuru Toto of Content Games believe that Microsoft will lean further into that this year. Toto says at GI Blitz, the Microsoft may opt to do this for a variety of reasons, including helping pay for the massive buyout of Activision Blizzard, the huge lead of PlayStation in the market. 2025 may be also the year where we all go in, Toto said. A $69 billion Activision Blizzard deal raises the cost across the board for power of forever titles, then huge lead of Sony's other factors likely leave Microsoft no choice but to bring their big games to PS5 early, including blockbusters such as Gear of War, E-Day, and Perfect Dark. Well, if they do that, yeah, hello.
It'd be interesting. If it's a way to keep them relevant, then...
Well, also there's... Then they're talking about here in early 2024, talk about how they launched other platforms, including Sea of Thieves and COD and all that, to PlayStation platform, which is true. COD is now on PlayStation.
Yep, and
because
as is,
my friends
Sea
play.
of Thieves is on PlayStation now.
Yeah. Well, also there's a rumor going around, ongoing rumor about Halo and all that being remastered. It could be launched on PS5, but there's a rumor going around in gaming world about Microsoft's releasing their new Xbox. They're thinking that if they release it too early, that's going to give PlayStation a chance to go, oh, so this is the specs.
Yeah. Yep. If they release it too early, they're still within development time.
For
basically
PlayStation to go, oh, this is the specs. So you know what we're going to do on PS6? We're going to go higher.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So yeah, that's the problem.
Yep.
But yeah, some of the biggest games being released and all that stuff. So yeah, they're gonna be moving over. But like we've been seeing this since we've been doing the show. That we've been seeing this coming for a long time.
I think it's getting to the point that they might just leave the console industry altogether and just focus on making games. And
which ain't gonna hurt my feelings any.
No, that's fine. I've been using the Xbox app on Samsung televisions to stream your games. They now have the ability to where you can stream not only Game Pass games that you own, but certain games that you own the digital copies of, you can play on that TV.
As long as you got the digital copy.
Yeah, it's not every digital game that you own, but it's a select few of them.
Sound sure.
Yeah. So it's starting. That's kind of been the dream, and what I want to see it do is I want to be able to access my digital library on an Xbox app anywhere, not just Game Pass games. The games that
Yeah.
I bought that I could, yeah, exactly. Yep. So it's starting.
It's starting to make the switch over.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, and like I said, it's not going to hurt my feelings any if they do.
Yeah, yeah. And it just means better games if they
Yeah.
can. Yep.
And better games, and who knows, they combine with PlayStation, and we get PlayStation games over on Microsoft. And
Yeah.
I would love to play Jack and Dax. I would love to play Ratchet and Clank. I would love to play all the big Lost of Us. All these games that
Yeah.
I used to play when I was over there on my PlayStations
Yep.
that I miss playing. Then I don't want to. That means I don't have to pay a PlayStation Now fee,
Right.
subscription fee. So yeah, let's do this one for next. The Microsoft is aimed to bring the best of Xbox and Windows to a handheld console.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, now the Xbox is trying to dip their toesies in the handheld. Microsoft venture into handheld gaming will report to be the best of both worlds between Xbox and Windows. The Switch's fast approach, handheld PCs are becoming more and more common. Why? Because processing power and video card power are starting to get small enough where we can have handheld computers. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute, we've been doing that since Apple's been doing that for the last 20 years. Yeah. I reach for my cell phone. We've been doing that for the last 20 years. It's called a cell phone.
Yeah.
What's new now? Are becoming more common. Sony released the PlayStation Portal, with portable games hardware having a moment. Now Xbox goes, I want to be in on it. Mm-hmm. Wants to get in on the fun. Use the opportunity to make Windows be better platform for gaming on the go. It depends on 11. It depends on what they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
11's Windows 11 is the beginning of it. If they do Windows 12, then yeah. While Xbox servers are already available on portable consoles like Razer Edge and the G Cloud, the companies that yet to release its own hardware in this area, but it looks for change in the future. Microsoft Gaming Phil Spencer has confirmed that Xbox is working on handheld consoles, although details beyond that remain scarce. Regardless of when portable Xbox releases will likely look like, Microsoft is taking a shift into mobile gaming experience seriously. My opinion is, yeah, but no.
I don't think I'd want to get one that was just at the specs that Microsoft wanted. I'd want one that's as beefy as it can be made by whoever, and then just let me run the Xbox app on it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, but no.
If they want to put in their own addition to the portable PC market, be my guest. But that wouldn't be my first choice, I think.
No, it wouldn't be my first choice because I hate to say this, but these are not going to go very far.
What, the gaming handheld PC?
Yeah, handheld.
I don't think so. I think it's kind of
it's a niche.
I think it's very much a niche, and I don't. Video games
because
PC games have a very hard time translating. I feel like to handheld and trying to navigate any sort of user interface related to a PC while you're doing it on like a portable.
Well, look what the Switch.
Yeah.
Look how much. I mean, if Switch was like number one in sales, console sales, then I'd say yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy, but not even that. It's a Switch knockoff.
Yeah.
Come in if you want.
Oh, he's just closing it.
It's just basically a Switch knockoff. It's too late.
Pretty
You know,
much, yeah.
Switch has already got that.
And it's
Got
not
that
It's not
market.
as complicated as a gaming PC, as a handheld PC.
No, and they already have that market where they don't need anything else.
Yeah.
But that, so handheld PCs, because look, PlayStation already tried this.
Yeah.
With-
the PlayStation Portal.
Portal
Yeah.
years and years ago,
Yeah.
back in 2000 when
Oh,
PlayStation-
the PSP.
PSP.
The PlayStation Portable, yeah. And the Portal is the one they
They're
have now
now,
for the PS5, yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
PSP.
Sony's version of, yeah.
They tried that. It only lasted, what, 6 months to a year before it,
The PSP?
yeah.
Yeah,
before
yeah.
people started hating it.
It died a fairly quick death. It had a lot of great games.
Painful death,
It was
but
one of my, I loved it as a handheld system. I thought it was great. But yeah, it didn't, underrated.
very underrated. And see what also another reason why is they want to jump on this wagon is the Steam Deck is finally starting to edge,
Well, they can
starting
get
to kick
onto
off.
other platforms now, yeah. So
Yeah.
you don't need to buy just a Steam Deck
No,
to use Steam OS. You can buy a Ryzen or one of the other 5 or 6
the cloud,
that they have out
the
there.
G,
yeah.
G cloud and whatever too,
Yep.
yeah. But I mean, it's just,
I think we should reach out to some of these companies and have them send us some free samples so we can review them and test them out for the show.
I would love to do that
For science.
for science.
Yep.
Yeah, for science purposes, clean only.
Yeah.
We gotta test it. We gotta see how well they stand up to what
The durability test, yeah.
My father calls it Darren test. If it's Darren proof, which means if it doesn't break while me going clunk clunk, dropping it 5 times,
Then it works.
it works. All right. Moving on to Black Ops 6. And if you're a squad game fan, and a COD game fan for Black Ops 6, Season 2, you'll be doing a crossover for it. Want to promote the new Squid Games, which I never watched. I watched 2 episodes of Squid Games and went,
I've watched a little bit
Click.
of it, yeah. Yep, I got the gist of it, but
I'm never going to watch this game again. I don't want to watch this game. It's not for me. So yeah, they're going to have a crossover. It's in the second week of dredging up familiar, thorny questions, and as a player, yeah, Black Ops 6 and Warzone. So this is supposed to be coming out whenever season 2 starts.
yeah, it looks like season 2 is at the end of January.
So at the end of January, we're going to be
Yep.
doing it, and then you're going to get the memes from there, and the costumes and whatnot.
New battle pass, new operators, new weapons, new events, new maps, new modes, balance changes.
Yeah,
Yep.
for $24. Weepy! I always wondered how much those things were for battle pass, but yeah, you get that. Plus, you get new zombie games, new
Yep.
everything. So yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah.
I liked my Black Ops 6. Like I said, I'm into Black Ops 6 now, so I'll play it.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the thing that net neutrality.
Yep.
Dustin and I have been covering this since back in 2013 when this first came out, when the FCC tried to pull this crap on us the first time, and it passed. Well, guess what? It's about to die again, and hopefully makes the final death, because actually no, I wish it can make his final death, because 1, I'm getting tired of talking about it, and 2, it's a very, very controversial subject because of the fact that what it's about. It's about basically, they saying it's government, safeguards, keeping people from internet companies from like Xfinity, Comcast and all that throttling down your speed just because they can.
Yep.
Just because they want to.
Yep.
Just because they have the authority to do it.
Yep. They think that all internet traffic should be treated equally.
Yeah.
And that you have the same amount of access to anything on the website as much as anybody else does.
Yeah.
And not being charged extra because you're on this plan or this tier, or these guys don't want you to do this. And yeah, yep.
And in a way, yes, it's fine. But also at the same time, it's kind of like Big Brother stepping in and say, hey.
Oh, absolutely. It's a wild overreach by the.
So it's wild overreach, and this is the reason why Dustin and I got into it, and we've been doing this thing, and this is another reason why I followed it really, really closely, and I've always followed it. And like I said, I was hoping this would be the final death. Either it passes again, keeps it going, or we're done. No more net neutrality, which means in the long run, if it does come back, in the long run, it means be prepared to being throttled back down to levels that we were prior to 2012, 2013, and being paid outrageous prices for the internet, for speeds that are donkey butt speeds. I mean, they're slower than molasses and everything.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, at the same time, they just need to find a law that makes it's like this, but doesn't oversee too much.
Yep.
Where, it's actually neutral. The internet is actually neutral. There's nothing there.
The next thing they can do really is just start putting it into federal law. So
yeah, federal law that it's boom.
Yep.
It's neutral, because in a way it's been kind of nice knowing that you get what you pay for, and you don't have to worry about internet being throttled down or sped up or throttled down. Especially when you watch Netflix and stuff like that.
Yep.
But at the same time,
I mean, you could just throttle in terms of censorship. You just throttle somebody down to a bandwidth of 0.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you had to, and that was the problem when it first came out. A lot of people were saying, "Oh my God, the government was overstepping their bounds here," and then they passed the bill and went, "Oh," and nothing happened.
Yep.
We still get the same bandwidth. We still get the same stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing new changed.
Yeah, it's the same.
Nothing new changed. We still got the same companies. They're doing the same thing. Nothing changed. Of course, we can't say much about what a certain cable company.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they pay our bills. Thank you, Comcast.
Comcast.
Thank you, overlords.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Dustin and I got into it too.
We will see what the net neutrality, the effects will be in the coming months.
When they finally, if they do it.
Yep.
All right, talk about Dino Crisis and the rebirth on Unreal Engine 5 this time, not 4, but 5. Remake you can download now. Ooh. Are we getting a Dino Crisis remake? The journey is still out on this one, but unfortunately thankful for Dino Crisis Rebirth to save the day. For the longest time, being a Dino Crisis fan, right here, on the original PlayStation, in the truth, still is, but there's no sign of a remake for Capcom. That said, the multiple strings within industry suggest that we might finally be getting a shot at a remake. Yes! There is also the fact that the first 2 games joined PlayStation Plus, much is delighted to fandom, seeing the survival horror classic revive, which is music to their ears. So yeah, they're already Celebration Crisis. Players think that Rebirth, thanks to Dino Crisis Rebirth. So then they're got a good chance of might be getting a new game.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a fun series.
Oh yeah. It's basically Resident Evil's version on PlayStation.
Yep. Yep.
Instead of dummies who play dinos.
Yep.
You shoot dinosaurs. Or a Tomb Raider version on PlayStation. I played it. I had a friend who played it or loved it. I played it on PS2.
Yeah.
Oh,
That game is a blast.
that game was a blast. And of course, that was the first time I ever learned how to use IGN walkthrough.
Oh, walkthrough? Yep.
Learn how to do the walkthrough, cheat walkthroughs,
Yep.
cheat codes. Because that guy literally went on the computer, went to IGN, went through walkthrough Dino Crisis, and just printed
Yeah,
off,
just print them all off.
printed it off,
Yep.
page by page. And then every time he gets
That was
stuck, he
great.
would pull it out the
Yep.
folder and go flip,
Where
flip,
am I?
flip, flip. All right, that's the code. Teet,
Yep.
teet, teet, teet. And of course, he played it so many times he actually knew all the codes were.
You get the hang of it, yeah.
Yeah. So I know Crisis is coming out. Yay. Hopefully they do, and it sounds like another reason why I need to get PlayStation Now.
Yep.
Which another thing I can't afford right now.
Yeah.
GTA Plus and PlayStation 5, PlayStation Now.
Yep.
Okay, now we've been beating around the bush on this one, but we finally want to talk about it. Red Dead 3.
Yeah.
Can't wait. This Red Dead Revolver remake is stunning. Despite the success of Red Dead 1 and 2, Rockstar has yet to announce the potential sequel, but which you can imagine is disappointing news with dedicated fan base. No doubt that that sounds like they might not be actually. However, the first century, I'm reading it over.
Yeah.
So they're thinking about it, about maybe doing Red Dead 3 because of the fact that they got the Unreal Engine, and they've been trying to get people to want one. So if it's another fan base rumor, it's another rumor.
Yeah.
Sounds like. All right, another rumor.
Yep.
That one went bad. Okay, this one is I've actually heard people play this, and I've actually I haven't hooked onto it, but I've played it. Nintendo gamers are quite surprised with the free download as you can claim now. Nintendo fans can dive into exciting addition to the Nintendo Music app. Mm-hmm. Yes, this week as a soundtrack from SCN Bangers is now available.
Let me see if I can't. I want to see if I can find that app. I've been meaning to do that.
I've been meaning to do that too, try to find that app. I agree that Nintendo Music isn't quite there yet in terms of quality and quantity, but those who love listening to a video game soundtrack while working or relaxing, it's a step in the right direction because they got everything. Now the app has added more songs, 40 to be exact, from Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong, Double Trouble, first released in SCNES in 96. I'm going to say 66. In 96, the platformers saw Dixie Kong and Kiddy Kong on a mission to save their friend Donkey Kong and Diddy from yet another crocodile antagonist. While the best in the trilogy still has its fans, wasn't the best in the trilogy, but still has its fans, music claps as usually, so isn't nicely to see it to get included in the Nintendo Music app. Basically, if you guys like Nintendo soundtracks, including Mario's theme, Yeah, you can play this all day long. He's over there.
I'm still trying to get in. See.
He's over there looking it up, and that's the one app I would love to get because I love listening to Nintendo music. Well, they have the
Oh, I
advertising.
gotta update you gotta have Nintendo Switch Online membership for it.
Oh man!
So I gotta update that.
Animal Crossing.
Listen to music from some of your favorite Nintendo games.
So I'm sitting here playing it.
Nintendo Music,
Video. I'll play the video.
a smart device
Later.
that lets you stream or download music to the app for offline listening.
So basically, yeah. So
Yep.
you got Nintendo Sports. You got everything you want to play, and it would be kind of cool to sit there and listen to Nintendo.
Yeah, I enjoy it and be an easy way to find it. The official music as well.
The official music as well. Well, other than Nintendo Switch being blasted all over the world.
Well, we've got Nintendo has said that they're going to announce it by the end of this fiscal year, which ends in March. So, and the rumors I've heard and seen place it to being released shortly after that time. We'll see if that actually comes to be, but I'm not too.
I'm not holding my breath.
I'm not holding my breath, but I would love if it's a quick drop of between the announcement of the system and when it actually gets here.
Suicide Squad kills the Justice League studio, reports for more layoffs. I'm just sitting there reading, trying to find anything else. Marvel Revels reveals the Invisible Woman gameplay. Street Fighter 6 is frustrating lack of costumes. Rumors the Switch would not be compatible for virtual accessories. Pug adds first co-play playable character as AI partner.
Nice.
So now you can do robots like
So you can do a full squad, but still playing just by
like
yourself.
Fortnite.
Yep. All right.
Yeah,
Better than
Fortnite.
nothing, I guess. I tell you what, my favorite way to play Fortnite though is to do solo squads, where I'll jump in, I'll do squad no fill, and I'll still come in second or third place.
Last of Us season 2 is premieres. Rumor has it going to be like in April, I think it is.
Yep.
For those who don't, those of us that don't have, ain't watched the first one, watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Is an actual, premiering in April. Live action series adapts to, Naughty Dog game. And yes, it was worth it. I saw the first one and went, it's a little hard to get into, but it's
Yeah.
one of these, if you're a diehard of the game, you'll love it.
Yep. Yeah, I want to check it out. I know I've seen some of it. I haven't played any of the games though of The Last of Us.
No, I haven't played the games, but
Yeah.
I watched the series.
Yep.
And my wife and I love it.
Yep.
Love the whole thing, the whole series. So yeah, it's just pretty much trying to find other game news, but all right, that's pretty much it. I mean, other than, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, the answer to was Crash Bandicoot for our trivia question.
I knew it.
Well, the other question was Smoke on the Water was what fictional marijuana joint
Oh,
in
yeah.
what video game? Marijuana store in what video game?
Yep. Oh, that was Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yep.
Yep.
The one that sells Franklin the
Yep.
marijuana.
Yep.
But that was the one. It was supposed to be today, but I already gave out the answer, so I'm
That's
I don't want to. All right, Hooven, thanks for watching as always.
Yeah.
and,
Thank you, Darren.
Yeah.
And we will be back next month. So
Yeah, we're going to be doing monthly shows from now on,
Yep.
mostly because things are starting to peter out. And
Yeah, and just to get on a regular schedule and get these things out on a more
Yeah.
consistent time. And
yeah, whatnot.
we always know how much farther ahead we get to talk about before we
Yeah,
stop writing.
stop writing, yes. All right, thanks for
All
watching.
right, thanks everybody.
Bye.